Hey good people, and welcome back for another video. And if you're here, please hit the like and the subscribe button. Don't forget to leave me a comment and tell me what you think. But this video in particular is about a young man who was fired from his job at Walmart. It's because apparently he gave bad customer service. I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I'm going to try to see it from both sides of the fence. I'm going to try to see it from the customer perspective and from an employee perspective. Let's go ahead and watch the first video, which is the actual footage of the recorded video that the customer took when trying to ask this employee a question.
Do you work here?
Me?
Yes.
Do I work here?
Yes.
No, I don't work here. I just decided to put on a vest and come to the store. And then when I came, I was like, maybe just help them pack things on the, on the shelf.
No need to be rude.
No,
but
no one has asked me if I work. No, it's a hobby.
I just wanted to know where the beef bacon is.
Okay, he was being very snarky right there. But this lady was asking him a very stupid question because he's obviously inside of Walmart with a Walmart vest on. And so that would be quite weird of him to be there stocking a shelf with a Walmart vest on if he didn't work for Walmart. So while you're asking him that question, you're looking pretty dumb. I'm just saying. And so for him to answer the question that way, it's comical to me. But from like a corporate perspective, you can understand like, whoa, you know, man, you ain't have to say it all like that. You could have just been like a simple, yeah, I work here. And I would have, I mean, for me, I'd have probably been like, I guess I do. You know what I mean? Just something like that. Like, and that's a way of letting them know that, yes, that was a very stupid question. And it's also a way of not being super, super rude. Like, that was kind of rude. Like, he was like, no, this is a hobby. Like, that was funny.
Huh?
Where's the beef bacon?
Beef? Did you check for it?
I did, and I didn't see it.
Well, we don't have it, so. If you check and you don't see it, it means we don't have it.
Maybe you can come check for me?
Did you go to the food aisle? Because this is not food. This is the opposite of food. You see, this is engine oil. Synthetic.
That's great, but I'm asking you if you...
And that's another issue I have with the customer. If you were going to ask an employee to help you, why not try to find an employee that would be closer to the location in which the item would be? So we're talking the opposite side of the store, more than likely located in the freezer section because it's meat, so it would have to be kept under some level of refrigeration. I shop at Walmart, I shop at Kroger's, I shop at Myers, and one thing that you can absolutely find nowadays, thanks to store pickup and Instacart, one of the very things that you can find very frequently is an employee that'll be pushing around one of those carts and packing up groceries for customers because, you know, people order online or do store pickups. And so you'll have workers there, you know, shopping for them. And so they're always in the aisles. There's always a Walmart employee in those aisles, especially the food section. You decided to go on the opposite side of the store to bother this man who's like clearly not even working that section right now. Now, if it was me and I was over there, one thing that I might try to do is see if I can get on like a PA or like radio somebody that might be closer to that area. Like there's a woman, you know, she'll be heading your way and she needs help finding the beef bacon. If we have any, please assist her. Something like that. For her to be bothering this guy is just unnecessary. And the bigger question is, why does she have her phone out automatically recording him? Was there something that preceded this? Was he being rude to someone else before and she decided to just be more annoying or try to be a Karen about it and try to get him in trouble? Who knows? But it's really weird that she's automatically recording him. And she probably has it in a way where he's not even aware that this is happening, you know? But he's not being helpful, I will say that. And he's being pretty sarcastic and maybe even a little bit rude. But I find it completely hilarious.
You can come help me check.
Did you check in the food aisle?
I did.
Did you check where it says supposed to be? Did you see it?
No.
We don't have it, so.
I mean, can you just come check?
I can't come out. By the way, don't be eating beef bacon. What is even beef bacon? It doesn't make sense.
Well,
that's how you people be dying prematurely. Don't be eating all those types of things. They are not it's not a real thing. It's good that you didn't find it.
What would you suggest I have then?
Well, come and eat me. come and eat me. You see, I'm very lean. I'm very lean meat. Come and be eating me then. I don't know all these things you're asking me.
Okay. That last statement that he said was definitely uncalled for. I, as a woman who works in customer service, would have never used that word combination. I mean, especially the fact that I'm female. Telling another person to eat you sounds wrong on so many different levels. But, to just clarify things, I think that technically both of them were wrong in this situation, because she's kind of wrong for finding somebody who's not even working that section, because he may or may not even know. What if he's never worked the food side? You know what I mean? What if he literally is just always on this side? Or what if this was like 5 minutes before he was about to get off his shift? You know what I mean? And so to me, I would have tried to, first of all, I'm not even the type of person that asks people for stuff. If I literally don't find it, I'm just going to assume that they don't have it. That's just me. Like, I'm not going to bother a store employee for like one item, like in the electronics section, yeah, that's a reason to, ask for help, or something that's under lock and you need an employee to get it out for you, like a video game or something. Then yeah, you would ask for help. But for beef bacon, like, if you didn't see it, they probably didn't have any, because it would be in the bacon section. It's not like it would be anywhere else. It has to be kept under refrigeration. I would look in two places, maybe buy the other types of bacon. If I didn't see it, then maybe I would just cross over to where they keep beef at. And then if I didn't see it, then I would just assume they didn't have it. That's me. I'm a normal thinking person who's not helpless and pathetic like this lady is. Like, she was probably a Karen and wanted to get somebody in trouble. I don't honestly feel any sympathy for her, because she was asking a bunch of dumb questions. Like, first of all, you're bothering somebody. You want them to walk halfway across the store for a pack of beef bacon? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, you're at Walmart. Like, if you want, Whole Foods experience, then go to Whole Foods, not Walmart. Like, I don't be expecting a lot when I go to Walmart. It's like the cheapest grocery store that you can go to. I agree that there should be a certain level of customer service, but don't expect people to kiss your butt. You want him to go halfway across the store? Why don't you just take your happy butt over there and see if you can find someone closer to that section to ask? That's just common sense to me. I wouldn't be bothering somebody in the oil section about bacon. That's just my thoughts on it. Like I said, he was definitely being snarky and sarcastic. Do I think the guy should have gotten fired? No, he should have probably got a talking to or something. It's not like he cussed at her or anything. And then he told her the truth. Like, processed meat is not good for you. He didn't really have to say that's why you people are dying prematurely, because, maybe she was an overweight person or something. And, some people might say, oh, well, that's fat phobia. So some of the comments he said he certainly could have kept to himself, but to just outright fire him just goes to show you that at these minimum wage kind of jobs, like, people are not respected. They're not valued, and so you do have to be like really careful. It sucks that you have to like work for such a small amount of money, and then you're expected to have like the most utmost character. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of sucks that we live in a world like that, but I don't think the guy should have gotten fired, and I think that's why this video went viral, because, he was funny, he was sarcastic, but he wasn't, flat out rude. You know what I mean? There's way worse customer service situations. I've seen clerks like literally cuss people out. Some kind of reprimand from management, like, hey man, you can't say stuff like that to the customers. This woman, she's obviously a Karen. She showed us this video. She shouldn't have been recording you anyway, but she was. And so now we know that this is what took place. So you can't be saying that kind of stuff. Like, just don't get caught doing that again. That's, to me, how I would have handled it, because to me, she was being annoying and stupid and tripping over some beef bacon. Leave me a comment, tell me what you think. But there's a part 2 to this, because apparently the news got involved as well, because I think they kind of saw like my side of it. Like, he was snarky a little bit and sarcastic, but I don't think it was worth making the man lose his job. He was obviously doing his job in that section. Again, these corporate companies, you're like literally at will, and they will fire you for just about anything and replace you like you're nothing. Like I said, for me, if I was him, I would have at the very least directed her to the area. He could have done more, and he was very nonchalant about it. But again, to be fired for it, it seems a bit extreme. And so the news caught up with him and got his take on it. So we'll just hear it. It's a couple more minutes.
It has led to his termination tonight. WKRB News 5's Bill Reynolds caught up with the former employee and has more on the story.
It was at this Walmart location on West Cheshire Bridge that he encountered the customer early Thursday. In a video captured on the customer's cell phone, the employee is seen stocking the shelves in the automotive section of the store when the customer approaches to ask for assistance. We caught up with the former employee who refuses to be identified by his name due to the backlash on his way to work. He still firmly believes he did nothing wrong.
Generally, this is man that do man. Do you understand? Or in this case, woman do man. Or it's a human. You know how it's usually humans. It be the humans. You know. So it's like it's a human issue. Like usually we have economic issues, but it's a human issue. It's a humanitarian crisis. Do you understand? And not to be eating processed food. That's my crime, because I said don't eat that stuff. You know. But I don't even care. So though I just said let me give my own account of the story, my own side.
And that part is true. We do have a humanitarian problem, especially in America. I mean, the obesity rates are off the freaking chain. They completely are on trash food that is not even real food. It's so full of so many ingredients that are not natural that you really don't know what you're eating. They're so chock full of preservatives that you're almost eating formaldehyde in some cases. He's not wrong, but some people may say some opinions should be kept to yourself. He shouldn't have said, like, that's why you people be dying. He could have said, hey, you know, instead of getting that processed bacon meat, why don't you just try, you know, getting some fruits and vegetables instead? There's a produce section right over there. That meat's not good for you anyway. It's nothing but processed crap. Go to the health section, get as much as you can from there. Anything that's packaged in a box or a can, more than likely is not going to be great for your health. It's the way that you cook it too, you know, and the things that you add to it and the sides that you may prepare with it. You know, as long as you're getting some fresh fruit and vegetables in your diet, I think you should be okay. You should be able to balance some of that stuff out. And I bet you anything, this woman was obese. Like, I just have a feeling, even though we didn't see her, I can almost guarantee she's either a black or a white Karen, and I can guarantee you she's fat. He's definitely not lying. It is a humanitarian problem, and I don't think he was that rude to where he should have gotten fired. And I think the news people probably agree too. That's why they caught up with him, because they're like, you know, how do you feel about this experience? And he says, well, I don't even care. He's obviously got another job that he's on the way to. He's still carrying his Walmart bag, you know. So I'm glad that he doesn't care, and I'm glad that it's no slack off his back. But like I said, there's just so many things about this story that makes you shake your head. The conglomerate, corporate businesses, the way they treat you like you're just a replaceable peon, a pawn, you know what I'm saying? The fact that customers come in and are allowed to annoy you and be, you know, actively stupid and ask stupid questions, and yet you're just supposed to sit there and be all nice and kiss their butt about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating the world we live in and the pansy nature of so many people. You can't say anything to them and they're ready to get you fired and stuff. It's sad.
Of the this thing, the what do you call it? The allegation, but
The former employee, unable to see the irony behind continuing to go to his other job with a Walmart bag, is keen to put all the sudden attention behind
Why
it.
will I throw away a bag? Because I don't have beef with I don't have any issues with the organization. But the bag works, so there's no reason for me not to use a...
News 5 reached out to store management for comment on the decision, but got no response.
See, the store management had nothing to say. And a lot of times when a company is in the wrong, they don't ever have anything to say. From a corporate, point of view, they're looking at it like, you're being mean to a customer. That's somebody that's coming here to spend money. That's how we pay our bills. You need to kiss their butt. But they aren't the people dealing. They're not the front line people. The customer service people are the front line people. And business owners and managers, you need to think about more than just the customer. And it sucks because you have to deal with such mental abuse sometimes. People who talk down to you, people who act like they're above you, people who are annoying and, purposefully. I do feel like some people are like that. I've dealt with it myself. I've dealt with people that I felt like were giving me a hard time and asking me dumb questions purposefully. Like, how many times do I have to repeat myself? If I say something, once and you didn't hear it, cool. Maybe the second time I repeat myself, but by the third time, if I'm literally telling you this is what it is, and you're just gonna keep, is this what it is? Are you sure? Like, that kind of stuff is annoying, and as an individual, if you're looking for the clerk to help you, and you're relying on their answer, and they're giving it to you, you need to actively listen and not keep being persistent and annoying. It's like you're trying to get under the person's skin, and then when you do, then you want to rat them out and get them in trouble and try to get them fired. And I just personally don't think that's right, and I think management should have a little bit more understanding, because you guys aren't the ones who deal with the customers. You guys aren't the ones who have to deal with that. Imagine wearing a shirt that says Walmart and you're stocking a shelf and someone comes up to you and say, "Hi, do you work here?" "Yes, I do work here." "Well, I have a question." "Okay, well, what's your question?" "Where is this at?" "Oh, well, that would be on the opposite side of the store." "Well, I was over there and I didn't see it. Can you go find it?" No, I'm over here. There's plenty of other employees that you probably passed on the way over here who were closer, who can help you, who know that section way better than I do, because I'm clearly not even working that section. You know what I'm saying? So that person, he could have been just as lost as she was when it came to that, because we don't know if he's ever worked in bacon. You know what I'm saying? He's obviously in the oil section. And I don't know. So like I said, I sympathize with this situation because I guess I'm a customer service agent myself. And so I deal with the public. And I know that dealing with people, you do have to have a lot of patience, because there's all kinds of people. There are people with hearing impairment. There are language barriers with people. There are people who are just, elderly or just young, or people who have mental disabilities. And for situations like that, I do have patience, you know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to accommodate. But if you're an average everyday person who's just, pissed off at the world, so you figure, let me just crap on this person because they're in customer service, you're an asshole. And you got what's coming to you. Thankfully, this young man has already found another job. And like I said he doesn't even care anymore. It is what it is. And he was right. Processed food is not good for you. Some thoughts, though, should be kept to yourself. And like I said, there was a lot of situations and things that he said that I personally probably wouldn't have said, but I do find it funny. And, maybe she just caught him on a really bad day. Maybe he's not really a bad guy. Maybe she just caught him on a day where something horrible happened. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks that something even more horrible happened. You lost your job now. And so hopefully he learned a lesson. Hopefully this woman will learn a lesson. And now we can learn a lesson from this. If you're a customer somewhere, don't be annoying. Try to help yourself before you bother somebody, number one. And two, if you are an employee, try to have a little understanding, have a little patience, and don't be snarky and don't be rude, because it's your livelihood. And at the end of the day, if you need that job, you do got to be on your P's and Q's. And so you guys definitely tell me what you think about it. Leave me a comment, and I will see you all next time.